1. Welcome into Spilly on the Rocks. You can tell I am now showered and cleaned after a hot, humid 3-game series against the Boston Red Sox. So Rockies go into Fenway Park, which is always fun for some of these young players. Going in and seeing the names on the wall. There's like 3,000 names written inside in the Green Monster. My name's somewhere there, but I also think, come on, man, somebody drew over it. Good chance. I mean, like, the Red Sox are super corporate. Like, they sell everything. They sell like all these crazy experiences. So there's a good chance that they drew over my name and they wrote somebody else's name. So like Mike and Tony are probably, or Mike and Tony with an I because it's his wife or whatever. Big Red Sox fan, huge Red Sox fans. They've been fans since like they won a World Series. So, kind of fun for the Rockies to take on the Red Sox, but not fun at the end of the 3-game series. They get swept by the Red Sox. It's the 11th time this season. 11 times this season that the Rockies have been swept. They now fall. They're in such a crazy record. Their record, I don't even look at it anymore because it's just like hard for me to look at. 21-72. 21-72. 51 games below 500. 51 games below 500. They're 34 and a half games out of first place. With the Dodgers, who are 56-38 and have lost 6 straight. So, like, I guess it could take a miracle to win the National League West, like the craziest miracle of all time to get there. But Rockies have lost 3 in a row. They're now 3-7 in their last 10. They have been playing better. I mean, there's no question they have been playing better, but whatever. 21-72 is the worst record in baseball by far. Every team in baseball has at least 30 wins. The White Sox have 31 wins, so 10 games over the Rockies. If the Rockies were trying to trail the White Sox, they're like 10 games behind the White Sox. So not good. We get asked these questions, and I feel for Warren Schaefer. I feel for Warren Schaefer for a couple of reasons. Number one, he's having to constantly answer questions that every team we go to, like every single team, every place we go to, and I guess it's like it's fair to ask, but media, local media, national media, they ask the same question over and over again. How do you stay motivated? How do you stay motivated when the team is 51 games below 500? What do you mean? What do you mean? How do you stay motivated? You want them to just like die? Like what answer does somebody want? What answer does somebody want? What do you want to hear? Yeah, this team's not good. Like, what do you want to hear? And even if you're like, and I'm not defending Warren at all. I'm not defending the Rockies at all. I'm just simply asking, like, we get it. Yeah. All right. This is historically bad. We told you it was going to be historically bad. We knew it was going to be historically bad. Did you just like come to the party late? Did you show up to the movie late and you're like, hey, tell me what happened in the first half? Hey, tell me what's the story about? You know the story. The Rockies are in the toughest division in baseball, and they're not good. The roster's short. They have some glaring issues. They swing and miss too much. They chase too much. They pitch to contact too much. Their stuff is short across the board. Like, what do you want to hear? Like, what's our motivation? The motivation for every player when they compete at the major league levels to be a big leaguer and compete every single day. That doesn't mean that they're not competing against like other big leaguers who are like across the board better than you. So it was kind of funny tonight. Warren gave another great answer. Of course, we're motivated. We're motivated every day to get better. That's the right answer. Like, they're motivated every day to get better. Now, can they get better? Not really, not by much. It's incremental. We've seen the incremental improvements. Like, if you're a Rockies fan, if you follow me on Spilly on the Rocks, I've pointed out the things that have been good, pointed out the things that have been bad. We knew where they were going to be. Their defense has not been good. It's well below par across the board, like every single stat, well below par. What do you want to hear? Like what? Like honestly, I'm asking this question more rhetorically. If somebody asked you, and you're the manager of the Rockies, and somebody says, "How do you stay motivated to play?" What's your answer? What's your answer? They're motivated by money. They're motivated to not be the worst team of all time. That's already going to happen. They're going to make money on their roster, and they're in a division that's really tough. You think they're going to win 10 in a row? You think they're going to win 50 in a row? They're not. We know this. Like, so what's the answer? You want to hear like we are the worst team ever. We stink at every single thing we do, and we should blow everything up. It's kind of what they're going to do. Eventually, things are going to change. So, like, what do you want somebody that's in that seat to say? You want the manager to crush every single one of the players? Davey Martinez did that, and he got fired. He got fired this week. Now, part of it with the Washington Nationals, he got fired because there was some contract obligations. There was an option that was supposed to be picked up. And so Mike Rizzo, GM, President of Baseball Ops of the Washington Nationals, was fired. And so was Davey Martinez. Now, I have not, and I'm telling you, I watch this team all the time. This team has not laid down. Like, they might be beaten and battered and bruised and like have no idea how to consistently win, but they don't just like lay down. They don't just like up like first inning it's over. Like they kind of fight back. They just aren't good enough to fight back. Like that's the fact. So Rockies come into Boston, they take on the Red Sox, and the Red Sox are on this like historic run, like legit. Even before the Rockies got here, the Red Sox got right. The Red Sox are nasty. They're a good team. Their record does not reflect how good they are. They're now 3 games over 500, maybe 4 games over 500. Stop looking. But they can hit. They out-hit their opponents. They out-homer their opponents. Their extra base hits, they extra base hit their opponent. Like every single number that we can look into when it comes to the Red Sox, like they're kicking people's tail. They're just atrocious defensively, like bad. They're right behind the Rockies when it comes to some errors over the course of the year. Like the Rockies have committed 75 errors. The Red Sox have committed 74. The Red Sox committed 74 errors. They should be like in 30s. If they're in the 30s, they're a 15 team over 500, 15 game over 500 team. For real, the Red Sox, they'd be in first place of the American League East if they weren't so bad defensively. That's going to slowly improve. They're going to be better. Like that's a postseason team. So this 3-game series, Rockies came in, and this team was a buzzsaw, like unbelievable buzzsaw. They have been averaging over 9 runs a game before the Rockies even came into town, and that got worse. So Rockies got outscored 29. So the Red Sox in 3 games scored 29 runs. We saw Trevor Story hit a homer in game 2. And then, they beat up the Rockies. So 29 runs to 7. Not a good, not a good series for the Rockies, but you also knew it. You knew that was going to happen just because the Red Sox are right now a buzzsaw. So here they come, buzzsawing the Rockies. They buzzsaw right through the team. Saw Austin Gomber to start on Monday. He looked pretty good. Humidity helped off-speed pitches, and then Kyle Freeland yesterday on Tuesday, 5 2/3. And then he got tagged for a couple runs. None of those runs he really gave up. He gave up 1 to Trevor Story. Story got jammed, and like the ball fell in on the right field, and then the floodgates opened up. But like not a lot of good. There really wasn't any good. Like not really a good story coming out of this week from Boston, other than Tyler Freeman continues his on base streak. He's at 23 games. So Tyler Freeman's been an awesome story, great story. But so is Hunter Goodman. So at the end of this week, Hunter Goodman is going to the All-Star game. Love that for him. I'm going to share a couple stats for you just so you can see it. I know like a lot of times there's times where people look at stats and they're like, oh, the Rockies guys aren't deserving. Hold on a second. This guy is deserving. So we'll take a look at these things. So here's Hunter Goodman when it comes to his overall stats. So this is qualified stats from the catcher's position. Pretty simple. More homers than Will Smith. Will Smith is in the All-Star game across the board. He is like right up there. 2 wins above replacement. This is Fangraph, so Fan War 2. That's great. Overall, like slugging percentage, 519. That's better than everybody but Will Smith, but he has more homers. He has more RBIs. He has more runs scored. He's been really good. So Hunter Goodman, rightfully so, whether he's with the Rockies or not, deserves his this All-Star appearance. Then I want to point out this other thing, because you get this all the time. We get it all the time when it comes to the Rockies, is home road splits. So take a look at this. This is always fun to look, especially to prove a point to somebody that's like, oh, yeah, of course you got to get a Rockies player in the All-Star game. Hold on a second. Hunter Goodman, on his splits over the course of this year, he is, here it is. So, like, rightfully so, deserves it. My only major concern with Hunter Goodman is, like, when he's not starting as a catcher. So here it is, 310 batting average, 15 home runs as a catcher, 936 OPS. He's a catcher. When he's DHing, he's basically pedestrian. So 230, 224, 670 OPS. Like, that's not good. Like, that's not good. So he has to catch. But this is my favorite right here, home and away. Same amount of games, 41 games to 41 games. Less at bats on the road. 12 homers. 12 homers. 295 average. This is on the road. 923 OPS. On the road. On the road. 765. He's actually below what you would expect a Rockies player to be at home. So, like, none of these numbers are skewed to where you can make the argument, hey, he's a better player because of Coors Field. He's not. He's a better player on the road than he is at home. So Hunter Goodman, finally, he's going to be an All-Star for the first time. 19 first-time All-Stars so far. There's a couple guys that are going to be added because of like injuries and guys starting late, like pitchers. So we've already seen a couple guys being added to the All-Star roster. But Hunter Goodman, like, if there is a true All-Star, like a true All-Star, that we're not saying like, hey, he's just an All-Star because he's a Rocky, it's Hunter Goodman. Hunter Goodman earned it. What's cool about this one too is the story here. He was basically third on the depth chart a year ago as a catcher, and then this offseason he was told he was going to be the catcher. So helped a big deal for his confidence. And then for this kid out of Memphis, you know, like small town, he's going to be an All-Star. And then beyond that, when he gets on the red carpet, he's rocking cowboy boots, some snakeskin, some black pants, a button-up shirt, pearl snaps, I think like a tan jacket, and then a black cowboy hat. So I kind of love that for him. So anyways, that is the latest on Spilly on the Rocks. The Rockies now head to Cincinnati. 3 more games. Reds, they can pitch. I don't know where the Rockies' record's going to be by the All-Star break, but it's going to be historically bad. They're on pace to blow through the White Sox record last year. They're on pace. They're going to break it. We all know that. We literally all know that. And so, you know, like, what are the bright spots? Bright spots, Hunter Goodman. Bright spot, Tyler Freeman. Chase Dolander was sent down to the minor leagues. Part of that is procedural. When it comes to, like, he made a start on Sunday, and then you kind of, like, throw him off because he's not going to get another start this week with an off day. So send him down to the minor leagues. Ryan Feltner was optioned down. That one shocked me. I don't know what's going on there, but Ryan Feltner down the minor league. So now we're in trade deadline talk, and I'll certainly get into the Rockies trades. I've talked about this before, especially when it comes to what is player value for the Rockies and what can you expect. I expect Ryan McMahon to get traded. I do expect some of the other guys to get traded. I'm sure there's a bunch of people calling about Tyler Freeman that I would, if I was any other team, I would be like, hey, what do you got on this guy? He's not a true Rocky. You didn't draft him. So we'll see. We're still expecting like a lot of things to happen in the course of the week. I'll certainly break down the Rockies draft, and I'll do that in my next Spilly on the Rocks. I'll break down the draft because the Rockies have the 4th overall pick. So big pick for the Rockies. Whether whether they end up, they could end up with Ethan Holiday. Ethan Holiday might drop down to 4. And I don't know if that's the right pick or not, but I'll certainly break that down for you. You can follow me at SpillyGoat19 and follow the boys at Mile High Sports, and I'll be back at it in 2 days. 2 days. Wait for it.